Good evening, students. Welcome to our Dhyeya Education Foundation, Maharashtra. Today, we are going to learn computer subject. Computer. What is computer? An electronic device stores, retrieves, and processes data, and can be programmed with instructions. And electronic devices that store, retrieves, and processing data, and can be programmed with instruction. A computer is composed of hardware. A computer is composed of hardware and software and can exist in a variety of sizes and configurations. It is a electronic devices. Computer stores, retrieves many processing data and can be programmed with instructions. Okay, and a computer is a composed of hardware and software and can exist in a variety of sizes and configurations. Hardware and software. Hardware and software. The term hardware refers to the physical components. The term hardware refers to the physical components of your computer, such as the system, unit, mouse, keyboard, monitor, etc. It's a hardware devices. Mouse, keyboard. It is input devices. Okay, mouse and keyboard, such as the system, unit, mouse, keyboard, monitor, and etc. Hardware refers to the physical components of your computer. Okay, the software is the instructions that makes the computer work. Software is held either on your computer's hard disk, CD, ROM, DVD, or on a disk. Means floppy disk. It is called floppy disk and is loaded. That is copied from the disk into the computers. Into the computers RAM. RAM means random access memory. What is the meaning of RAM? Random access memory as and when required. As and when required. The software is the instructions that makes the computer work. Software is held either on your computer hard disk and CD-ROM, DVD or on a disk, means floppy disk, and is loaded, that is copied from the disk into computers. RAM means random access memory as and when required. Next one is mini and mainframe computer. It is the type of computers. Types of computers. Mini and mainframe computer. Very powerful, used by large organizations such as banks to control the entire business operations. Very expensive. Very powerful, used by large organizations such and banks to control the entire business operation. Very expensive. It is called mini and mainframe computer. Mini and mainframe computer. Next is personal computer. Personal computer, cheap and easy to use. Cheap and easy to use, often used in stand-alone computers or in a network. Often used as stand-alone computers or in a network, may be connected to a large mainframe computers within big companies. Means may be connected to large mainframe computers with big companies. Okay, cheap and easy to use. It is called personal computer. Next, hardware components. Hardware components. Input devices. Input devices. How to tell it what to do? A keyboard and mouse are the standard way to interact with the computer. A keyboard and mouse are the standard way to interact with the computer. Other devices include joystick and game pads used primarily for the game. Primarily for games. It is called input devices. Input devices. Next is output devices. Next is output device. How it shows you what is doing. How it shows you what is it doing? The monitor, the screen. Monitor screen, okay, is how the computer sends information back to you. The monitor is how the computer sends information back to you. A printer is also an output device. Printer and monitor, output devices. Printer and monitors. And input devices, keyboard and mouse. It is input devices, and monitor and printer is output devices. Next, input devices. The mouse. Input devices, the mouse. Used to drive Microsoft Windows. Used to drive Microsoft Windows. Next, the keyboard. This is a keyboard. Okay. Next, the keyboard is still the commonest way of entering information into a computer. The keyboard is still the commonest way to entering information into a computer. Next is tracker balls. Next is tracker balls. An alternative to the traditional mouse and often used by graphic designers. An alternative to the traditional mouse and often used by graphic designers. Often used by graphic designers. An alternative to the traditional mouse and often used by graphic designers. Next, input devices, scanners. A scanner allows you to scan printed material and convert it into a file format that may use within the PC. Okay? A scanner allows you to scan printed material and convert it into a file format that may be used within the PC. It is called scanner. It is called scanner. This picture is scanner. This picture is scanner. A scanner allows you to scan printed material and convert it into a file format that may be used within the PC. Next is touchpad. Touchpad. Yes, a device that lays on the desktop and responds to pressure. A device that lays on the desktop and responds to pressure. It is called touchpads. It is called touchpad. Next is light pens. Next is light pen used to allow users to point to areas on a screen. Light pens. It is a light pens used to allow users to point the areas on a screen. To areas on a screen. Okay. Next is joystick. This picture is joystick. Joystick. Many games require a joystick for the proper playing of the game. Joystick used in games. Joystick used in games. Many games require a joystick for the proper playing of the game. Proper playing of the game. Next one, output devices. Output devices, hardware components in output devices, VDU. VDU. The computer screen is used for outputting information. Outputting information. The computer screen is used for outputting information in an understandable format. Understandable format. It is called VDU. The computer screen is used for outputting information and understandable format. Next is printers. There are many different types of printers. There are many different types of printers. In large organizations, laser printers are most commonly used due to the fact that they can print very fast and give a very high quality output. Okay, printers, many types of different types of printers. In large organizations, laser printers are most commonly used. Which printers? Laser printers are most commonly used due to the fact that they can print very fast and give a very high quality output. Very high quality output. It can print very fast and give a very high quality output. Many different types of printers. Next, plotters. Plotters. A plotter is an output device. A plotter is an output device similar to a printer. Similar to a printer, but normally allows you to print large image. Normally allow you to print large image. Okay, a plotter is an output device similar to a printer, but normally allows you to print large images. Okay, it is called plotters. Next, speakers. Enhances the value of educational and presentation products. Enhance the value of educational and presentation products. It is called speakers. This is picture of speaker. Speech synthesizers gives you the ability to not only to display text on a monitor. Gives you the ability to not only to display text on a monitor, but also read the text to you. But also to read the text to you. It is called speech synthesizers. Do you understand, everybody? Gives you the ability to not only to display text on a monitor, but also to read the text to you. Next is storage devices. Storage devices. Hard disk drive are an internal higher capacity drive. Hard disk drives are an internal higher capacity drive which also store the operating system. which also store the operating system, which runs when you power on the computer, which runs when you power on the computer. It is called hard disk. It is a hard disk. It is this hard disks are an internal higher capacity drive which also stores the operating system, and which runs when you power on the computer. Next is floppy. Floppy disk drives allow you to save work on small disk and take the data with you. Okay, floppy disk drive allow to save to work on small disk and take the data with you. It is called storage device. Hard disk drives are internal higher capacity drive which also stores the operating system and which runs when you power on the computer. And next is floppy disk drives allow you to save work on a small disk and take the data with you. Okay, next, hard disk speed. Hard disk, okay, this is called hard disk speed. Very fast. Speed is very fast. The speed of a hard disk is often quoted as average access time. Speed measures in milliseconds. Speed measures in millisecond. The smaller this number is, faster the disk. Smaller this number, the faster the disk. It is called hard disk and it is very fast. Speed of hard disk is often quoted as average access time. Capacity emerges often 40-80 gigabytes. A gigabyte is equivalent to 1024 megabytes. Okay. Cost of hard disk costs are falling rapidly and normally represent the cheapest way of storing data. Hard disk costs are falling rapidly and normally represented the cheapest way of storage data. Okay. Next, discuss floppy disk. This picture is floppy disk. Yes, floppy disk. Speed very slow. Floppy disk speed is very slow. Capacity normally 1.44 megabytes. 1.44 megabytes. Cost very cheap. Cost is normally very cheap. Floppy disk. Okay. Next one is CD-ROM disk. CD-ROM disk. It is called CD. This picture is called CD. CD-ROM disk. CD-ROM disk speed is slower than hard disk. Slower than hard disk. नंतर the original CD-ROM specifications is given a value of 1 by speed, and later faster CD-ROMs are quoted as a multiple of this value. As multiple of this value, capacity around 650 megabyte and more. It is capacity of CD-ROM disk is about 650 megabytes and more. Okay. Now, next one is DVD drives. DVD drives. Speed much faster than CD-ROM drives, but not as fast as hard disks, up to 17 gigabytes. Next, cost slightly higher than CD-ROM drive. slightly higher than CD-ROM drives. Okay, much faster than CD-ROM drives, but not as fast as hard disk capacity. Up to 17 gigabytes. Cost is slightly higher than CD-ROM drives. Okay, next one is memory. How to processor stores and uses immediately data. Memory. RAM means random access memory. RAM means random access memory. The main working memory used by the computer. The main working memory used by the computer. When the operating system loads from disk, when the operating system loads from disk, when you first switch on the computer, it is copied into RAM. When you first switch on the computer, it is copied into RAM. Okay, next, as a rough rule, a Microsoft Windows based computer will operate faster if you install more RAM. If you install more RAM, data and program stored in RAM are volatile. That is, the information is lost when you switch off the computer. The information is lost when you switch off the computer. As rough rule, a Microsoft Windows based computer will be operated faster if you install more RAM. Next is ROM, read-only memory. ROM means read-only memory. Read-only memory means, as the name suggests, is a special type of memory chip that holds software that can be read but not written to. Software that can be read but not written to, it is called read-only memory, means ROM. Read-only memory means ROM. Okay, read-only memory, ROM, as the name suggests, is a special type of memory chip that holds software that can be read but not written to. Okay, next is a good example is the ROM voice chips, which contains read-only software. Read-only software, which contains read-only software. Often network cards and video card also contain ROM chips. Also contain ROM chip. Often network cards and video card also contain ROM chips. Next, how computer memory is measured? Bit. Bit. All computers work on a binary numbering system, that is, they process data in ones or zeros. This one or zero level of storage is called a bit. It is called a bit. What is the mean by bit? All computers work on a binary numbering system. All computers work on a binary numbering system, that is, they process data in ones or zeros. Ones or zeros. This is one or zero level of storage. It is called a bit. Byte. Next is byte. A byte consists of 8 bits. A byte consists of 8 bits. Next is kilobyte. A kilobyte consists of 1024 bytes. A kilobytes KB consists of 1024 bytes. Next is megabyte. Next is megabyte. A megabyte MB consists of 10,024 kilobytes. It is called megabyte. Kilobytes means KB. Megabytes means MB. Megabytes means MB and kilobytes. A kilobytes KB consists of 1024 bytes. Next, megabyte means a megabyte MB consists of 1024 kilobytes. 1024 kilobytes, it is called megabytes. Next is gigabyte. A gigabyte means GB. It is full form of gigabytes is short form GB and consists of 1024 megabytes. Consists of 1024 megabytes. It is called gigabytes. Okay? Do you understand, everybody? Next, microprocessor. The brain of a computer pieces primarily use microprocessor. Microprocessor. Something called the chip. Something called the chip. The older Intel versions include the 386, 486 and now the Pentium line. Pentium line. Intel Pentium Intel 92, the CPU. Next, the central processing unit. Central processing unit is normally an Intel Pentium or equivalent, and it is one of the most important components within your computer. It is very fast. How fast your computer will run and measure by its MHz speed. It determines how fast your computer will run and is measured by the MHz speed. And turns 600 MHz Pentium is much faster than say a 400 MHz Pentium CPU. Okay, and it is the CPU that performs all calculation within the computer. It is CPU that performs all the calculations within the computer. Next one is some of the factors that impact on a computer's performance: CPU speed, RAM size, hard disk speed and capacity. Hard disk speed and capacity, RAM size, CPU speed. CPU speed, RAM size and hard disk speed and capacity that impact on a computer performance, some of the factors. Okay. Next, operating system software. Operating system software. The operating system is a special type. Operating system is a special type of program that loads automatically when you start your computer. Automatically when you start a computer, the operating system is special type of a program. The operating system allows you to use the advanced features of a modern computer. Advanced features of modern computer without having to learn all the details of how the hardware works. It is called operating system software. Next is the link between the hardware and you, the user, makes the computer easy to use without having to understand bits and bytes. Make the computer easy to use without having to understand bit and bytes. Bit and bytes. Okay. Makes the computer easy to use without having to understand bits and bytes. Bits and bytes. Okay. Next one, application software. This application software. An application program is the type of program that you use once the operating system has been loaded. An application program is the type of program that you use the operating system has been loaded. Examples include word processing program, words processing program, spreadsheets and databases. Okay? Word processing programs, spreadsheets and databases. It is applications software. An application program is the type of program that you use once the operating system has been loaded. Okay? I hope you will understand it. Thank you, students.